Hello everybody, I'm Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. Today's episode is probably going to be a fairly long episode because I have planned out what I want to do, and from memory it takes a fairly long time to actually accomplish. It's very close to here, so we don't have to travel very far, but we do have to do a fight to actually get where we need to go. And then once we get there, there's a few fights we have to actually go through. You can see there's some lizards here. And if possible, I want the high ground. I wasn't going for a pickpocket, but okay. Can't really do anything here, so I think I'm just actually going to engage. Interesting. There we go. That was weird. Well, we can still get a free hit. Cool. Alright. That'll hit him. It's chilled. Put out some rain. That'll freeze him. You can see here there's 3 lizards. Attack to a retreat. Like 1 step forward. The reason I'm doing that, by the way, is so that I haste myself. But these guys should all group up, and there's not a whole lot they can do. Should refreeze him. Yep. And take away a fair amount of his armor. He's just chilled. But we can pull off a rain here, which will freeze both of them. And that just leaves Salamander at the back. I don't really know what he's going to do. In fact, I might be able to freeze him as well. Not really. I just do damage here. There's not a whole lot you can do otherwise. Teleport him. In fact, no, teleport... Yeah, okay, teleport him back a bit then. I can't actually reach him, which is kind of annoying, but what you gonna do? I guess do an infect here. I just don't want to have wasted action points is my main deal here. Lots of poison. In fact, I think he inflicted me with acid. He did inflict me with acid. What that does is it destroys physical armor each turn. I'm not too worried about it, to be perfectly honest, but that's a thing that he did. Let's see. That should give me a little bit of extra height, as well as haste me, which allows me to do this. He actually has mainly magic armor, which is interesting. I think this is a buff turn, so we'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll give him Uncanny Evasion, because he is still... Actually, he's not hasted anymore, but... I can keep these guys controlled for a very long time, and I like it. I guess just attack him.
I am death and light.
He is death and light. I guess just shoot him. Honestly, not a whole lot else I can do. Except for keep buffing the red prince. Which I'm happy to do. He's chilled. I guess just damage. He's shocked. If he runs towards me, he's gonna get stunned. In fact, I can just freeze him. In fact, that'll kill him. Come here. That put me out of combat because that guy was so far away. That's interesting. I mean, I'll take it. Dead Seeker here. I mean, while we're at it, we can sneak through here, so I will. So it looks like these Seekers managed to kill a few of the little Voidwoken, but they couldn't kill the big lizard Voidwoken. Nice. Should be able to do a fair amount of damage fairly quickly to this guy. Yeah, I think we pump adrenaline. So we're pumping a shit ton of damage here, by the way, as you can no doubt tell. That's straight froze him, so I guess just end your turn. You can freeze him again very easily. And then teleport him like here. So he's a bit, slightly better position. You can also tactical retreat up here. And we can, excuse me, we can essentially just pump damage at this point. Did I just miss? I think I just missed. Interesting. Chilled, but I can just kill him. Nice. Okay, so fairly easily.
Let me shield you until you find me.
You have my thanks, milady.
Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges. Ask away, shield. Indeed, Kraken.
Alright, so we've already done that conversation. There's apparently a squirrel here somewhere.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash!
Tell me the problem so they may deal with it post-haste.
One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan. I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times. But I saw them! I saw the shinies!
The shinies? What do you mean?
Shinies! Darkness left, then light again. Warm. Saw glints in sand and dirt. Can't go there now. Salamanders. They like the meat. I don't want to be meat.
Salamanders are dead. No need to worry.
Yay! Okay. I hope you find shinies. They make happy.
Alright, sweet. So what he's actually telling me about there, and I've never done that before, which is really cool. I like the fact that I can.
What's this? I found something.
Some shinies. There's this hidden spot, there's also another hidden spot. Mask of Strength, Ring of Intelligence, and Second Skin. I think you only ever find them if that lizard talks to you. Strength and Poison Resistance. Do I need the Scoundrel point? It's worth checking. No, I only need 2 in Scoundrel, so I don't actually need the Scoundrel point. So I could take that. Is it better for you, though? I mean, yes, but that's an upgrade for you anyway. Let's do that. And that. The extra armor's not worth that, but it's probably good on her when she eventually gets it. The ring, Intelligence and Poison Resistance, I'll definitely take that. And the Second Skin and Gloves, +1 Finesse, +1 Huntsman, and 10% Poison Resistance. That's pretty damn good gloves. What are your gloves? Comparable. Let's see. Let's do this. Just tripled the price of that tooth, essentially. Alright, cool. Sweet. So, those shinies, quote unquote, there, I think you only ever get if you talk to the squirrel there, which is interesting. And probably only talk to the squirrel when you have the hero tag as well, if I were to hazard a guess. But over here... Lois, don't come over here. There's bad shit.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
You can see this trap here.
I've spotted something.
Stardust herb I need. Also this I want. Buried treasure underneath the ship. And we get all of this. Identify that please, Lois. The fourth moon. It's kind of insanely good. Focus, did you just stand on a trap? I mean, you have like 1 billion magic armor, so it's less of an issue, but... Alright.
What strange witchery is this?
Interesting. Magic cave. So this magic cave is what we're going to do today. But first things first. I'm going to upgrade some of my armor. Combine this with nails if I have nails. I do have nails. Good. Always want to make sure you combine your shoes with nails. Are these better than yours? Arguable, but probably technically yes. This armor though. Necromancer is probably better for you. Intelligence Aerother is just great. That's the thing. And then you can probably take the plate. It's probably better. I lose one Necromancer, but probably worth it. Smoke Grenade I don't care about. That I don't care about. This, however, is probably a pretty good shield. Yep. Constitution Water Resistance. Yours is Fire Resistance at the moment, right? Yeah. So I think you take that one. We need to turn this. I'm doing inventory management and stuff as I'm here, but I like upgrades. Upgrades are always good. Stardust Herb. Do that and Bone Dust. Will give us Pixie Dust, and I can chuck that with my other Pixie Dust. Oh no, I use my other Pixie Dust, that's right. Sure, I can go there. Alright. Now into the creepy door. The Vault of BRACCUS Rex. Interesting thing to find, really. Weird wall.
Ha! Look at you! How'd you get that red skin, lobster? Sit too long in the sun? Or do you paint yourself whole red every day because you think it makes you look special? What else makes you special, lizard? You're eensy weensy.
Wait, let him finish.
Pecker?
One more chance to change your tune, or you're going to regret it.
How totally precious. You think you scare me. If you went back to the ancient empire, they'd kill you on the spot, or put you in shackles and use you for a rent boy. Isn't that right? Say, why don't we practice?
Ignore his childish comments and tell him you know there's treasure buried here. Demand he tell you where it is.
My, lobster. How very presumptuous of you to ask anything of me. I hear all kinds of rumors, you know. I know who you are. If you went back to the ancient empire, they'd kill you on the spot, or put you in shackles and use you, for a... You're embarrassing yourself. Leave. Quite the vision, aren't I? You should go. Before you get hurt.
mine.
Immune to frozen. Bullshit. Clever use of Armor of Frost there.
I'll heal for none.
Not immune to stunned. Bitch. So Trumptoy is a dick. I don't like him much. As you can no doubt tell. By the fact that I attacked him mercilessly. Nice. Unfortunately, wasn't the real Trumptoy. But, you know.
An illusion. This fellow must be quite proud of himself.
Indeed.
Ah, clever.
He's quite clever. Aha, real box. So this is a BRACCUS Rex Vault. And Trumptoy is its guardian, for want of a better term.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome? You can't teach a fool anything.
Oftentimes don't need to. Archer is probably the biggest problem I have right now. So I want to do as much damage to him as possible. He seems to have a shit ton of water resistance. Not as much lightning resistance, it seems. Shocked. Stunned. Trumptoy used Armor of Frost on Trumptoy. You can't hit anything from there. Oh, it's raining, I see. I mean, I'm kind of cool with just killing this guy. If I'm being perfectly honest. Kind of annoying.
Prepare yourself.
Cool. Interesting, you hit red prints from that. Go away, please. I love doing stuff like that. Again, the reason for that is to give yourself haste. That is why it is as useful as it is. Alright, I think I'm good. So the Trumptoy is going to have to run around to actually get me with anything substantial. Soothing Cold's not a horrible play, really. I guess this is a buff turn. Then haste yourself. And just add even more water. That worked out. Still hit me with bouncing shield, which is kind of annoying, but interesting choice. I mean, I guess just shoot him. Don't really have much of a choice other than that. Alright, so he's stunned. See through the physical armor on this Trump toy? On this Trump toy. There's so many Trump toys. So he's stunned, he's knocked down. I might as well eat through some of his magic armor while he's here. That should take out the melee Trump toy, and the mage Trump toy should get taken down fairly significantly from there. I'll go invisible just in case. I think he's immune to frozen. Yeah, he is. It's kind of annoying. Not that it matters because I think he's dead now anyway, because infect will kill him. Yep. Red Prince actually leveled up. We'll do that at the end of the episode. Freezing arrows. And a frost grenade. Both useful.
That was even easier than I thought.
He really is an asshole. I'm not even going to bother killing him here because he is just another illusion. However, there's more things we can go through here. There is a secret up here. It's not really a secret, you can actually see it pretty clearly on the map, but...
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Do you have trap disarming kits? Seemingly yes. I'm more worried that Solora is gonna just walk over the top of them than anything else, but you know, whatever. This chest you can actually open, which is nice. You can come the other way through there, you can see on the map it actually like links through, but it's a fairly well hidden secret in all honesty. But anything with a well hidden secret usually gives you actual treasure rather than just illusory treasure in this place. Case in point, there's a chest down here as well. Maybe this episode isn't going to be as long as I'm thinking. The Trump toy fight coming up is a hard fucking fight, but we're going to cheese the shit out of it. Because there's no real benefit to doing it the normal way. I'm pretty sure you get the same amount of experience whether you cheese it or whether or not you actually complete it properly. But the cheese involves the fact that, like all undead, Trump toy has a soul trapped in a jar somewhere. Well, pretty much all undead anyway. We're gonna run around this place and collect all of the paraphernalia on the walls because it sells for a bit. Take the knife. Crafting Bible 11. Take all of these paintings. Nearly done. Nearly looted my fill. We take shield, sword, sword. Carrying too much, of course I am. What's heavy here? Probably... I don't know what is. Alright, so I don't need that. They're actually both kind of useful, but I'm going to sell them. Haste scroll, I'm going to sell it, 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 read this. Sell, 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 sell. What is heavy here that I have? That's the main question I am currently grappling with. My assumption is the paintings, but they're not. They're only weighing 1. I mean, I guess weapons and stuff do weigh a fair bit, but... I'm just surprised. I mean, he has pretty low strength, it's worth noting. So that probably factors into it somewhat. But if I guess I give all of the armor and stuff to Los, she can carry that instead. Yeah, that works. Right. Yeah, 90 out of 130, 70 out of 120. Share the load, Mr. Frodo. Alright, so we have this big statue in the middle. Hello, Mr. Statue.
You come to find. You come to search. But you won't find the way. A pity.
How can you be so certain?
BRACCUS has willed it. Trompe-l'oeil must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault.
Mm-hmm. I've had the displeasure.
Judge him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him. Do you wish to move forward?
Yes.
Listen closely and make your attempt. BRACCUS is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is...
A cur is a very rotten... No, wait. Very awful rotten. What this is, by the way, is BRACCUS. Bloody is B, rotten is R, thieving is A, very is C, awful is U, and wait. Very, very... And fellow is apparently S, interestingly. So cur, you take those same words, it's a very awful rot.
Either you're very good at guessing, or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain.
Indeed.
Listen closely, and make your attempt.
I like the way they do this too, because you can literally just guess it.
Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is...
Cure is a hex, a misery. Hex, misery, blight, and curse.
Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompe-l'oeil told you the answers. Is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is open. Go freely.
I have a few further questions.
I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can.
Refer to his second riddle and ask what he means by a cure to source.
BRACCUS Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive.
Ask what he meant when he said Trompe-l'oeil was kept here by BRACCUS Rex.
BRACCUS Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time, and to prevent others from entering. Trompe-l'oeil was, and is, a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day. But this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Interesting. But we get experience from that. We can go through this door here. Most of these doors are illusory doors. One of these chests is illusory, the other isn't. I can't remember which is which. Not that one. This one is real. They gave me another sawtooth knife, interestingly. And this door is now open to us because we solved the riddle. So it'll actually show us the correct way to go. Now, this here... I'm invisible. Which means I can run through this entire place up to here. Now, if you're not invisible and you walk in, this is what usually happens.
Open your eyes.
Oh no.
Time to die.
We're in a fight. If only there was some way to end this fight. Like finding Tropdoy's soldier.
Plenty.
Also gold.
You made it all this way.
I did. No thanks to him.
I'm sorry.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody BRACCUS bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there. And I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die.
What did you do to earn such a punishment?
I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason.
Sure, I'll help. I'll kill you. Break your soldier.
Really? You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
So we just got all the experience for doing the quest and also killing all of the Tropdoys that were currently in combat with the Red Prince. We also get a fairly good piece of armor here and or a staff. The staff I'm less worried about. Wits and Scoundrel is pretty good. Poison resistance. I want the fire resistance boots. I want to get the Red Prince up to having essentially 100% fire resistance because it's fun. Actually, Red Prince, while you're here... Also, real Tropdoy over here, we can take all this shit.
You feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
So, this ring is... not that one. This ring here, Band of BRACCUS. Intelligence, Constitution, set cursed. It tells you straight out that it's a cursed ring. You can put it on and the intelligence and constitution is fine, I suppose, but you don't want to be cursed. Cursed is essentially the antipathy of bless, so it actually will, like, screw you pretty significantly if you put this ring on. So I'd suggest don't, but it is worth keeping the ring. I don't need this. Or this. This, on the other hand. Leadership, accuracy... Nah. That's straight up better. I'll take that. What pants are you wearing? Yeah, feels better. And 10 magic and Scoundrel. You don't have a... You do have a second ring. I think that's actually a ring we just sell. Yeah, interesting. And Whirlwind. I'll keep Whirlwind. Why not? I think we're good. I'm gonna put the Brand of BRACCUS tracks in with... Not that one, in this one. In with the armor, because... Why not? Kind of fits the motif. Is it ring in with his armor? Why not? The reason I came over here, though, is because... There's chest back here. Which we can grab. Gives us some more gold and a staff. Again, don't really care about staves. I think it's going to be straight wands for me. Also, more illusions here. There's a bunch of illusory steps and things. There's a massive illusory platform, like all up here and all that kind of stuff, when you're actually in the fight, which is interesting. But for the most part, the cheese works. Alright. Now, we're pretty much done with this episode. I'm just going to loot everything here. A purging wand. Interesting.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
Got this chest, we get all of this crazy shit. Identify this. All good stuff. I'm going to do all the soul jars at the end. Heart of the Tyrant. That's another piece of the BRACCUS armor. So we're nearly there. We need the gloves. The gloves and the helmet, then we've got the entire set. The one problem with the BRACCUS Rex armor, and it is a pretty major problem to be perfectly honest, is the fact that you can get fire scroll. Sure. It's a fact that pretty much as soon as you get it, you get to the point where you're pretty much going into Act 2 and you don't need it anymore because all the armor you have is going to be better. Alright, so we have some soul jars to have a look at here.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice.
Lay your hand on the surface of the jar.
You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of BRACCUS Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now BRACCUS stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
I'll take that into my backpack.
Find?
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
I'd forgive this soul. Punishment must fit the crime. This doesn't.
The memories of a necromancer. What could be more vile?
Indeed. I mean, it's somewhat fitting, I suppose. He was a necromancer, and then BRACCUS Rex turned him into an undead host. So he became one of the things he used to control. It's somewhat fitting, I suppose.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move. The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. BRACCUS Rex. He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles.
Interesting. A golden lizard.
You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
Slip the jar into your backpack.
Nice.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
He committed his crimes out of pain, not malice. He ought to be forgiven.
This is the price of pride and greed. The villain got what he deserved.
Losa is more vindictive than I expected her to be. That's a very similar situation to the Red Prince, so that's why I played that as he was like, yeah, forgive him. Because, I mean, it's pretty much exactly what the Red Prince does.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing BRACCUS Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
I'll take that one as well.
Good find.
The vision fades.
You do little but condemn the necromancer's cowardice and greed.
I've rarely seen such cowardice on display.
Throwing your own friends through the ringer is not particularly good. Once again, I'm gonna give all of the armor and shields and weapons and stuff to Lusa, because I can't carry them because I'm too heavy. That's probably fine. And finally, interestingly, Gratiana's soldier. If you watched last episode, we met a Gratiana.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but BRACCUS drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
Lucky find.
The terrible vision fades.
No one's beyond forgiveness. Whatever I sin, she can always redeem herself. And I think she's literally trying to redeem herself. She's helping pretty much any way she can.
While she lived a selfish life, she seems to have repented. She should be forgiven.
Interesting. Los didn't have any sympathy for any of these, but Gratiana, who was by far the worst out of all of them, she has sympathy for. That's interesting. Okay, so first things first, let's hit this. That'll open our way back out to the front. And then next episode, we're going to talk to this statue. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Also, this armor looks fucking awesome. This is just like cloth armor for lizards. It's all made of bone. It looks fucking fantastic. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Bye.